When motorsport fans talk about competitive racing series, you make sure that they are including this one. Just yesterday, the ST Class Championship was decided in the closing laps, and today could be more of the same. It's the final day, the final chance to win this Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge Series GS Championship. Welcome to Champions Weekend here at Lime Rock Park. We're ready to go for the final time, the 10th and final time in season 2012. Will it be a Porsche or a Camaro that wins this championship? Which team will it be? Rumbum, the team championship leaders get the jump with Nick Longy.
Keep this in mind, even though the track is dry right now, it's still very greasy. The track is green, not any rubber down. It's been wet all weekend long, and in low traction conditions, that all-wheel drive Subaru is going to have an advantage. We've seen it be fast throughout the season. We've also seen it be a little fragile from time to time, but right now, Brett Spouty having a great run.
Talk about doing everything you can to win a championship. Joe Vardy may be sacrificing Nick Longy in this driver championship. You've got to do 30 minutes to get driver points. We're only 23 minutes in. He may pull the car in and use strategy to get the team in better position, but it would mean Nick would not get points today.
He had a heavy accident at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, needed operating on his arm. Inside move from Sandberg. That's deep, that's late.
That was really late. Boy, oh boy.
If he
that
can
was
hold
unbelievable.
It's gone down while we were away. Look at this. The 0-1 of Lawson Archenbach getting through past Joey Atterbury in the Roush Performance Mustang. Couple of big muscle cars fighting it out there. And Brett Sandberg, the second CKS car, right there. But check this out. Look what happened to Lawson Archenbach, one of our championship contenders.
Gets over the top of the uphill, pulls the wheels up, lands sideways, and there's no stopping the car. It went off in that wet grass.
Meanwhile, at the front, Tonis Kasemets is flying the flag for Multimatic and for Aston Martin. Second in the championship points, Matt Plum, second in this race.
See all those cars now starting to twitch the back end out when they lift off that uprise.
Who came into this around. It gets very close here. Look at this inside move on the championship leader. John Edwards gets it done before the uphill. Wow, we're hearing a penalty or a warning.
A warning for pit entry. That's a whole different situation from what I was talking about. If he'd hit that hose, he'd have got a 30-second stop and go.
Billy Johnson into the side of who? Roger Miller again gets some rough treatment. It's been a tough day for the Dempsey Mustang. David Empringham now has his rival in his sights.
He does, and he right now holds second position in terms of the race. There's some lap traffic in between he and Matt Plum. If he can hold this position, that'll be enough. And I think with this caution, they could be okay on fuel now. They rolled the dice. They needed some help. They may have just gotten it with this caution flag. A light bump there. The question is, can he get out of that position?
Yeah, it's so wet and soggy back there, and everybody's been there before him. See how it happened down there in the brake zone.
Oh, Stanton locks up big time.
Sure did.
Wow.
Ton of smoke. And we get a full course caution because of the cars there.
4 points. A podium will do it with Lost Robert Stout. Stout is in the wall.
He is, and he didn't come back out in the track, and that's the good news. That was on the uphill, but he got in there early. He spun early before he started climbing the hill. And that's lucky.
Oh, look at this. A move by Brian Sellers for that second spot, and he takes it from David Empringham. David Empringham now on the threshold. He cannot afford to lose one more position. Otherwise, with Matt Plum up front, the championship will be gone.
Johnson on the inside of Boris said he runs it deep under the brakes. Is he going to do it? We've seen him around the outside many times. He gets Boris on the inside, though.
He is driving the wheels off that BMW. Great performance. He's been hanging it out through the downhill section.
This is for the championship. John Edwards, if he gets by this Porsche driven by David Empringham, it's over and out for the 83 team, because that 83 Porsche needs to finish where it is in third, and we've only got 6 minutes to go, Dorsey. And less than 3 minutes to go in this 2012 season. Oh, Empringham had a bobble.
He did.
Edwards is on the inside.
Is he going to force? Empringham's hanging tough. If he can just hold it on the outside there, this is tough racing, Dorsey.
Oh, that's really loose, and they're doing a great job so far. They rub right there.
No!
Both cars off track.
No! Empringham in the grass. He loses one position. That's not the way these guys want to win it. John Ferrano can't believe what he's seeing.
That's crazy. I think that was all on David Empringham there. He tried to run Edwards a little bit wide and ran out of route himself. He had to defend.
One more to go. 1.5 miles between the Rumbum Porsche team and the checkered flag to crown Matt Plum as the 2012 champion. Final corner, final lap in the final race, and that's the way you want the championship to be decided. The Rumbum Porsche with Matt Plum is a champion. Wow, in the most dramatic way in the closing laps. this title is decided. In some extraordinary circumstances, while just a few moments ago before the commercial break we called the finish of the race and said that Matt Plum was the 2012 GS champion, we have just been informed by Grand-Am that is indeed not the case, because Plum was found to be in breach of one of the Grand-Am road racing rules, the rule that states a driver is allowed to be entered in 2 different cars and race 2 different cars. However, the driver must qualify and start one of those cars, which is in fact what Matt Plum did not do. Nick Longy started the 13 Porsche. Matt Plum finished the race in the 13 Porsche. He was entered in the other rum-bum car as well as a security measure. However, he never even stepped foot into that car. I want to show you the championship points, and it does not have Matt Plum at the top. Cal, Dorse, it's been an enjoyable weekend. It was an enjoyable race, but this is a twist to this championship we could have never expected.